Greetings, my name is Abhay Shetty from EEE Department 4th semester. Now I am going to talk about how acceptance is important in our daily life. First, let us know what acceptance means. Acceptance. Acceptance refers to the acknowledging the things in an open mind instead of taking it in a judgmental way. Acceptance is the one thing and the first step to solve the problem. I would like to give an example based on my own experience. When my third semester results were out, I noticed that I did not clear one of my subjects. Initially, I felt very bad. However, I accepted that in a positive way and I registered for my makeup examination. And I started to study and I was able to clear that in a second attempt. All this was possible only because of the acceptance. There are some people who react in an extreme ways when they get into the problem. As I previously said, acceptance is the first step to solve the problem. So I would like to conclude by saying that practicing acceptance is very important and can help to overcome the difficulties or any problem easily.
Greetings, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Advaith Madhavan, a student of 4th semester Electrical and Electronics Engineering from New Horizon College of Engineering, Bangalore. Today I'm going to be talking about acceptance and why it is important in our day-to-day life. I would like to start off with the meaning of the word acceptance. Acceptance refers to acknowledging things the way they are without expecting idealism or ready-made changes, and it also involves not practicing denial towards any situation. Acceptance is a very important factor in our day-to-day life, even though it's a very basic one. Now the present generation might ask a question saying, when all problems have multiple solutions, why do we need to practice acceptance? No, it is not that easy. While we might have encountered problems that have many solutions, there are a lot of problems in the world which do not have a solution at all. And in that case, acceptance is the only thing that will help us get through. I would like to illustrate with an example. If you remember the year 2020, COVID-19 struck havoc in all parts of the world, and almost every country had to follow lockdown procedures. Now if we look at the behavior of multiple countries in the world, some countries overcame the pandemic with a lot of ease, minimal fatalities, minimal financial losses, and everything was back to normal. Some countries plunged into furthermore chaos, and there were a lot of armed conflicts and extreme measures that resulted in more fatalities which were not due to the pandemic either. Now if we look at the reason behind why the behavior was so different, although the problem was the same, it was because of the one side practicing acceptance and the other side not practicing acceptance. The side that practiced acceptance knew that okay, this is not possible to get through with a solution, therefore we'll adjust to the problem as it is. We'll follow lockdown procedures, we will keep our friends and family safe to get through it with as much smoothness as possible. Other countries were denying the pandemic and felt that there should be a solution. If we do these extreme measures, we'll get through it with much ease, but they only caused more problems for themselves. A small act of practicing acceptance had such different results, although the problem was the same. So I would like to conclude by saying that acceptance is a very important factor in our day-to-day life, and we must all practice acceptance at all points, irrespective of whether the problem has a solution to it or we have to adjust to it. Acceptance is always the first step. Practicing acceptance comes with a lot of advantages and virtually no disadvantages. Thank you.
I would like to introduce myself. I am Abhishek H C from second year, a student of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from New Horizon College of Engineering, Bangalore. Today I would like to talk about how do I practice acceptance in our day-to-day life. Practicing acceptance can transform your life. Acceptance means embracing reality. It's a willingness to experience things. Acceptance is not an agreement. You may not agree with that, but what happened, but let you accept it first, because it's useless to struggle against what is. Acceptance is not an acquiescence that what happened is just it's a fact, that there is often injustice in the world. Acceptance is not a weakness. It takes a lot of courage to face a reality when it's not in your favor. Acceptance is not a resignation. It's the first step to overcome misfortune in your experience. Although accepting the reality is very struggling to lead our life. From the past couple of 2 years, we are in the pandemic situation. We are struggling a lot to lead our life. It's a real struggle. for the acceptance.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditi from EEE Department, 4th semester A section. What is acceptance? Acceptance, in my opinion, is the key to convert momentary happiness to enduring happiness. Practicing acceptance prepares you to live in this challenging world where you never know what's going to happen next. Happiness is not all about losing to your circumstances, but it is about understanding life lesson that we come across different stages of life. Sometimes you are an observer of other people's lives and you think you will never experience what they are living, whether it is positive or negative situation. Part of real beauty of life is that it is unpredictable. Nothing is permanent, everything changes, and of course a lot of things can happen that will transform who you are and have an impact on your life. The problem is that we need to cultivate the ability to truly accept that whatever comes and embrace it. I was a very emotional person. The worst of all is always said by me to myself. I have seen many losses due to my sensitive nature. Later in life, I've realized, I've accepted that this is wrong. I started seeing things in a positive way and started loving myself. Seeing myself and my flaws in a different light made me accept myself and balance my emotion in right direction. Therefore, be happy, content and confident in who you are. Others will only see your worth if you see it yourself. Thank you.